Let's talk about Hostess Coaching. So first, let me show you what I'm using right now. I ordered these cute envelopes from Amazon because I thought they were fun. And inside of them, I'm going to show you what I have. I have our Hostess Planning Guide. I have the letter. This is all on my website. I have the Hostess Benefits that I print on green paper. Our company is growing, so they know you can work this business, fun time, big time, part time. On the back, it shows all the different ways you can make money, whether you do a jewelry event or a fundraiser or boutiques, lists a whole bunch of things. My first 10 jewelry shows. On the back is the marketing plan. I have 2 copies of the order form, and this gives the option for the direct shipping or have it shipped to the hostess, and then 2 of each catalog. So that is what's in my Hostess packet. Now, I like to Hostess Coach in person if I can, and I usually try and do it on my way somewhere. If I'm going to be in that area anyways, I'll try and stop by because I think when you Hostess Coach in person, that lets her know that you are investing time into her. And the more you invest in her, the more she's going to invest in you. And I'm hoping through this that, one, we're building a relationship because, of course, I want her to be a repeat hostess. And I want her to take it seriously. Like, I'm investing my time in you because this is my job. And so I want her to know that she needs to invite people, she needs to remind people, and the more you can do this face-to-face, the better. Now, I know there's sometimes that hostesses don't live close. It's just not, or you work full-time, or you just can't do it, and that's fine. So then I will mail this packet to her, and then I will follow up with her in a couple days to make sure she got it and ask her if she has a few minutes that we can just go through it over the phone. Because let me tell you what happens. If you don't do that, then when you show up at her house, you will find this packet already, like, you'll be lucky if it's opened, and she won't have gone through it because people get busy, so you want her to go through it. So when I go to the door, it's funny because sometimes she's like, oh, thank you, and she just goes to take the packet, and I'm like, oh, no, I want to come in and show you what I brought you. So I can usually get in the door for a few minutes, and then I'll say, okay, nope, let me show you what I brought you. So I open the packet up and I say, okay, the first thing in here is this Hostess Planning Guide. This is kind of your roadmap to a successful show. And I printed this from Premier's website. You can also get it from my website. But on here, there's a pre-show checklist. So the first thing it says is to fill out your wish list. So on the side here is a place that she can put her wish list if she'd like. I'll tell her that, if she can kind of get an idea of the pieces she likes, that will just help us wrap up the show faster, get the jewelry ordered faster. Of course, she doesn't have to stick to the original list. She can make changes, but I want her in the catalog. I want her looking at the pieces. The second thing is to create a guest list. Now, I usually Hostess Coach about 3 weeks before the show. So at this point, I will have done a Facebook event for her. I will have emailed her a flyer that she can send out or print to anybody that's not on Facebook. So she's already done the guest list, but I might remind her at this Hostess Coaching that she has a lot of people that haven't responded to the Facebook event. So she wants to personally message each one of them and encourage them to come, because we know people forget. The third thing, it says to send out a save the date ASAP. On my website, you'll see a tab that says Hostess Coaching or Staying in Touch with Your Hostesses. And so I send her weekly texts with cute little pictures that we do on Red Stamp, usually starting about 4 weeks before the show. I'll just once a week send her a little something that she can forward. It says follow up with invitations. Again, I emailed her that one that she can forward. Collect advance orders. Now, this is going to be great with our personal website, right? Because her friends can go to our websites, go through the catalog, click to order, add it to their bag. That's going to be nice. So on my Hostess Benefit sheet that I'll pull out, I list the Hostess benefits. So 30% of the sales, 4 to 8 items at half price. And then I have 2 bonuses on the bottom that are personally from me. So you don't have to do these, but know that if you do, this is coming out of your pocket, not Premier's. So my 2 bonuses at the bottom are she gets $50 in free jewelry if she has $200 in advance sales before the date of her show. So I want her inviting everybody she's ever met, and I also want her to include people that live out of the area, because we can directly ship their jewelry. So, don't think just the surrounding circles, but think outside and think bigger, because those girls could absolutely help her with some advance orders. Here's a little reward for doing so. Now, the other bonus says she gets a $100 gift card for $25, when 3 of her friends hold their own jewelry events. So I'm hoping to get 3 bookings at her show. One of them can be hers, but I want 2 other bookings on the calendar. But whatever I get, when the 3rd one holds, I'm going to give her the opportunity to get $100 in free jewelry for just 25 bucks. So again, that's my own incentive, but think about what that will cost us. $100 in jewelry will cost us $50, right? And she's paying 25, so that means I'm paying 25 to give her that bonus. Well worth it if I have 3 jewelry shows that hold from her show. And that's the key, it's got to hold. So the hostess benefits are there. It says on here, plan simple refreshments. I'll tell her, don't go crazy with the food. Show starts at 7. These girls should have had dinner. Just a light snack or dessert is great. And then call the guests the day before your event. And I always text her a little picture that says the greatest jewelry show ever is tomorrow, and encourage her to send that to her friends. On here it shows the hostess perks. So I'll tell her again that she gets 30% of the sales in free jewelry, up to 8 items at half price. It says on here that she pays the sales tax on her free jewelry and a $5 shipping. Turn it over. It talks about the guarantee. There's a place she can start making a guest list. And then a little bit about the business. Get paid to play. I love that. Jewelers earn 50% gross profit. And that's when I'll say to her, I don't know, Jackie, have you ever thought about doing a business like this? And then you just put your hand on your mouth and you're quiet and you see what she says. Because, who knows what she'll say. She might say yes, she might say no, she might say, well, no, I've never really thought about it. And I say, I always like to share with my hostesses a little bit about our business, in case you do decide it's for you. Because if it is, you're going to get the free jewelry and the profit from your show. And if it's not for you, then you can get free jewelry from me by being a referral, because I always reward and appreciate referrals. So I included in here, Jackie, a couple pieces of paper about our business. One is our company's growing, which type of stylist might you be? I have lots of girls that just want to do this for fun, kind of take care of their own jewelry addiction. So you can do it fun time, sometime, part-time, full-time, or big time. And on the back, it shows all the different ways that you can make money with Premier. So it's not just jewelry events. We do boutiques and Facebook shows and online sales and fundraisers and all kinds of things. So there's some ideas. And then here is a copy of my first 10 jewelry shows. So you can see I had some high ones, I had some low ones, but at the end of 10 shows, I made about $3,000. And then you just wait and see what she says, because sometimes she says, oh, good for you, and she's not interested. But I've had other times where she says, wow, and then that's when I say, yeah. So if you're curious, on the back is our marketing plan. You make 50% of everything you sell. Everything's guaranteed. We have a great hostess plan I just told you about. And you can actually decide which boutique you want to start with. So again, we should talk about this if you're curious about it, because you could get the profit and the free jewelry from your show. So I kind of go off what she says there. And then finally, here's a letter nobody reads, but that's okay. It just says, thank you so much for having a jewelry event with me. My family and I treat this as a business, so we appreciate that. And then here's a couple of order forms if someone isn't able to do it online for any reason. And that's it. Do you have any questions? And she usually says no. And then I'll say, okay, well then I am so excited about our show, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it as simple and easy for you. But if I can help you along the way, please let me know. But that's pretty much it. So my hostess coaching, even when I talk slow, is probably about 10 to 15 minutes. It's really not long. So, but I do want to try and do it in person if I can. And if I can't get there in person, then I will send this to her and then call her to go through it. So if you have any questions, let me know.